Morning, or should I say good evening? Well, good morning, everybody, or should I say good evening? I think we're live. By the way, this is a little experiment today because because I'm out and about. I'm not using my phone today. I'm using a laptop, so I'm using my cell phone to Bluetooth to my laptop. So I'm using the data from my phone to give me an internet connection. So I don't know whether this is going to work, and I don't know whether you can see or hear me properly. That's the only problem. But I'm sure you'll let me know. The sun hasn't risen yet. It might look like it is, but it's not quite yet. It's still behind the mountain. I thought I'd pick this spot because it's really nice. Good evening, Vivian. Oh, let me just put this on full screen, however you do it. View. There, that's better. Every single time I have to do this. Good morning, Alan, and to everyone watching wherever in the world. Greetings from Lincolnshire. Well, good evening to you, Vivian. Have a lovely Sunday. Mind you, it's still Saturday night, isn't it? Right, I shall move on. Millie, hello. Yes, doing okay. So I might have to shout a bit because I'm right opposite a main road. I'm right opposite what's called the Davao Road. This road takes us all the way down to Davao City, which is like 3.5 hour drive. But there's a lot of traffic comes up this road behind me. I'll turn it round in a bit and show you. There's a lot of lorries come up here, and this is quite a steep hill. And a lot of these lorries, they're so laden with whatever, they struggle to get up the hill, and they're coming up. I could run faster than bloody some of these lorries. Anyway, good evening, Millie. Finn, hello. Uh, yes, hello to you, Finn. Something a bit different this morning. You know, over here, because it's so warm, even like this time, it's now, I don't, yeah, it's 5:20 in the morning, and it's a nice, comfortable temperature. Oh, and there's so many bikes and trucks going by, it's hard to hear myself speak. But to get up in the morning and just view the mountains and everything, it's kind of like chill out, calming. So I thought I'd just stand here this morning and put a little live stream, and just in case you want to watch the sunrise, I'll get out the way. The thing is, the camera, whenever I move, it's making it look a bit iffy. But if I stand outside the shot, then you see that the sun hasn't actually risen yet. So when it does start to rise, you'll see it for sure. Uh, good morning, good evening, Dwayne. Hope you're okay. We have sunshine at last. Yeah, I have heard the temperatures have risen. Well, that's good. I'll tell you, because you know, in England, when the weather's shit all the time, it kind of gets you down. It's nice when you get them first days of spring and the weather gets a bit warmer and the sun comes out and you get a nice warm spring morning or something. Yeah. Anyway, Dwayne, I shall move on. I've got a few people to say hi to, and the only purpose of this live stream is just basically to watch the sunrise. That's it. You know, I've done this before a few times. I'd go on the top of Waitrose car park in Huntingdon, and I'd put the camera up there, and we'd watch the sunrise from like in town. But it was very few and far between I'd do that sort of thing. Over here, I'm up nearly every freaking morning, and I just bloody hell. I just pick a spot. I just pick a different spot every morning, more or less, and just do a time lapse or something. Hi Daniel, how are you? Good on you. I did the granny clutch. My God, it was so easy, that clutch tool you gave me 15-ish years ago. Bloody hell. Yeah, I remember doing clutches on the not the Mark IIs, but the Mark III Granadas. They are basically the same as the Sierra, weren't they? They were like so easy. I, you know, I wish the Mondeos were that bloody easy. We used to get them done in sort of like, you could do them in probably an hour if you had the ramp and everything. But them days are gone. But I guess it's nice to go back to something like that. Well done anyway. Hello, Kay. The legend. Are you ready for the sunrise? I'm using. Funny thing is, my actual my phone camera works better than this laptop webcam thing, because this webcam's playing funny tricks on the lighting. My phone does a lot better. If I get out of the way, that's actually mountain line just at the back there. Ooh, that's mountain line. So it's all kind of like jungle, loads of jungle, and then you've got the mountains. That's a wall. Then you've got all the jungle down there and the mountains in the distance. And if I come round here, there's the road that goes down towards the city, which is quite a distance away. But this road's quite steep. So the lorries, when a lorry comes up here, I'll show you. If I get a slow moving lorry, it is Sunday, by the way, so there might not be that much traffic. But I thought I'd experiment, and last night I paired my phone with Bluetooth onto this laptop, and it gave me an internet connection. So that's good. I hope the signal's good and you can actually watch the picture. Hi Daniel, how's you? In Trade Motor, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Jacqueline, hello, how are you? Good evening. Good evening to you. It's good morning to me and good evening to you. It's 7 hours. If you're in England, it's 7 hours. You're 7 hours behind me. That's why I'm able to be up this time in the morning. Here, hang on. Watch this. Playing music. You probably won't be able to hear it. They've got tannoys on the roof. A lot of these vehicles, and they play music, or they're speaking. They're selling fish and stuff like that. And a lot of them go, "Daw, daw." It's really actually quite funny. Anyway, let me move on. Hello, Stephen. Yes, doing well. Sun's still not risen. We're waiting for it. This is the sunrise live stream. So I thought it would be a treat today to watch the sunrise. Dad's at war. Hello, how are you doing? All good. Well, thank you very much. All good for you. Do one. Hello, how are you doing? Coming through. Oh, excellent. That's good. Thank you very much, because I was a bit concerned this would turn into a frigging nightmare. I would lose connection. I came here to this spot yesterday evening because I'm on this Globe network. Out here you've got the main ones are Globe and Smart. I've got this Globe network, cell phone network, and I wanted to know what the signal was on my cell phone, and it was full bars, like maximum. So I thought I'm about 6-7 miles out of the town, and I thought, am I going to have a good signal to make this laptop power up and give it some internet? So obviously it does work, so that's really good, because it's annoying. It's annoying when I'm using my phone on a live stream, because it's not the same as a laptop. On a laptop, I'm using StreamYard to go through to live stream to YouTube, but on my phone, I'm just streaming directly to YouTube, and the comments come onto my phone screen. They stay there for a few seconds and they fade out. Then the next comment comes on, and if I don't read it in time, then I've missed it. I don't know how to go back. So it's a lot easier on the laptop, because I can just pick the comments like that and boom, and put them on the screen. Then because I'm a bit slow now, I've got all the time in the world to read the comment. So there you go. Harold, hello Harold, how's you? There's a jeepney just gone by. If any interesting vehicles come by, I'll quickly whiz this computer around, because out here it's as funny as anything. It really is. So some of the sights that go past you on the road, it's like it never ceases to amaze me. Vivian, you're coming. Brilliant. Thank you, Vivian. That's excellent. That's what I want to hear. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you very much. Hillbilly, hello. Hope you're keeping well. Yes, I'm keeping well, because I'm getting out of bed at 5 in the morning, getting out down the road. This place I am here is from the house where I'm at in a car. It takes me literally 3 minutes to get here, and I've got this jungle and mountains behind me. There's a million places you can go here to actually watch the sunrise or the sunset. When I was back in Huntingdon, it's not something I really did. It was a struggle getting out of bed in the morning over there, probably due to the fact that most of the time I was working anyway, so there wasn't much point, and I was limited to the weekends. So, and there again, when the weekend comes round, chances are there would be no flipping sun anyway. It'd be like overcast or something like that. You'd plan a Saturday or Sunday to get up early, and there'd just be a whiteout. But here, I was beginning to wonder this morning whether we're going to have cloud cover for the one morning I wanted the sun to rise properly. It'd be covered in cloud, but no, it's good. There's a few strands of cloud, but hopefully we'll be okay. Dad's at war. Where are you? I'm just outside Maramag town. It's Bukidnon, Mindanao, Philippines. So there's probably a lot of people that never even heard of this place. I certainly never heard of Maramag town until a while back. It's just another dot on the map you never hear of. Right. Hey Annie, hello. Good evening. busy on this road. Neil, hello. UK, my wife is from Philippines. Excellent. Is your wife with you in the UK? Are you ever coming back over here? Does your wife like the Philippines? Does she want to come and live back in her native country? Or is she happy in the UK? Oh my God. I don't know if you can hear this.
Ala, sige, palit na. Isla mo dara, isla, isla, isla. Isla mo dara, isla, isla, isla. Nasa deret, medlisan, bangos, ala, sige, palit na. Isla mo dara, isla, 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 isla.
It's starting to get a little bit brighter up the top of that, in the middle of them mountains. The sun will rise just in the middle of them mountains. C, hello. It's all working great. I can see and hear you great. Greetings from Craig, Coventry. Well, thank you, C. Oh, I'm glad it's working great because it it would be a right shit if it wasn't. I'd be thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'd have to switch this off and try and get the live stream up and running on my phone. It'd be panic stations. Hello, Matty. Good evening. How you doing? Daniel, missing you in UK. I guess it doesn't really matter where you are. The only thing I'm not doing is fixing cars at the minute. Hang on. We missed that one. That wasn't a slow one. That one's going a bit quicker. Grand National. Are you having a bet? Bloody hell. My dad was a big horse racing fan. I never really betted on the horses. I always remember one particular horse from many, many years ago. It was called Red Rum. That was a bloody long time ago. I think that was a horse that actually won the Grand National at once, possibly. Well, yeah, I guess this is the one day of the year that even if you're not a gambler, it's worth having a bet. It's kind of like a laugh, isn't it? The Grand National is like the pinnacle of horse racing, the biggest day in the year. So yeah, sounds fun. Sounds great. Hello, Kate. How are you doing? Good morning. Here from Bracknell. Please shout out to Kate, Adam, George, Thomas. Well, Kate, big shout out to Kate, Adam, George, Thomas, and Neil. Have a fantastic Sunday. And if you're hanging around, you might get to see the sunrise. Up the Devils. Has Kent any sisters? She does, yes. She has, I don't know how many. 3 or 4, I think. Sharon, hello. Hi from Berkshire. Hello over there in Berkshire. Hope you're going to have a great Sunday. Are you putting a bet on the Grand National? You never know. You might win. Not much chance of it. With how many horses do they still run about 40 horses. And a load of them will probably fall on the first fence. Mike, looks lovely. Hope you didn't use any of those chicken feet to pick its feet. there's certain things that I just don't want to try, you know. I should try, but I just don't want to. I just can't see myself eating a chicken's head. It just, oh, no. Oh, good evening, Andrew. How are you doing? Are you over there in St. Neots? When are you going back to Africa? That was a very nice thing you've done going over there. Very interesting. I watched all your videos, by the way. Very good. It's a world away from St. Neots, isn't it? That's for bloody sure. Exciting, isn't it? To get on that plane and just go, and you'll go into a totally different place you've never been before. And it's like I'm like it. I feel like a kid again. It's not quite the same as going to sunny Honey, but you know what I mean. Anyway, good evening to you, Andrew. Matty, sunrise looking nice already. Yeah, I have to keep getting out of the way of the screen because I'm making it the webcam play funny things. But I guess as long as it does a reasonable job, the sun will be rising right in the middle very shortly. They say the sunrise is supposed to be, I'll just check, about now actually. Well, apparently we've missed the sunrise. It's all over. I don't know what else to say. It has risen, but it hasn't risen behind the actual mountain yet, so it will come up shortly. Bill, hello. I took your advice and I'm spending a month in Wow. Well done. I think I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't really know how to put this, and this is not for everybody. This is just for, you know, if you're thinking this way. You've got to understand that you've only got one life. So if you're happy where you are and life is great, then brilliant. You can't really ask for much more. But if you're like me, you're working all the time, and you're just doing the same thing day in, day out, there's no excitement in your life, nothing's going on, you might get the feeling that you want to do something a little bit different. And I'm not talking about up in sticks and moving somewhere else. I'm just saying, take a holiday, take a month out, just go somewhere, explore something totally out of the way that you've never experienced before, and it will open your mind that there is a great big world out there. You know, from our lives in England, you're just working, and you know, you kind of think at some point in your life, what am I doing? You can't buy time, and while you're here, you may as well have a bit of adventure. Even if you go back home and carry on as you were, at least you've been somewhere and you've done something, and you've got those stories to tell. When your grandkids come up to you and say, "Hey, Granddad, what have you done in your life?" What are you going to say? Well, I sat at the bar in the pub. I knocked the pints back. I looked out the window a few times, and I can tell you about all my mates in the pub. Or you can say, "Well, guess what, kids? I got on a plane. I've been to all these different countries. I've seen all these different sites. I've done this." You know, you've got so many stories you can tell. So it's if you can do it, it's worth doing something. It really is. Anyway, I shall carry on. Martin, Greetings from Lancashire. Well, hello, Martin, over there in Lancashire. Have a great day, by the way. Matt, hello, Matt. the leg end. Much love from Oxford. I'm the very well. That's all right, Matt. Matt, just do it. Just plan something and do it. Take a holiday. You know, I went to Oxford many years. I went to Cowley. I don't know if it's even still there anymore. That was the Rover group, I believe. I went for a course there. This was many years ago, into the British Leyland factory, or the Rover factory. I had about a 3-day course. I can't even remember what car it was on now. It was probably the Austin Maestro or something like that. That's probably the only time I've been to Oxford. Hello, Steve. How's you? Good evening to you. Good morning to me. Are we nearly there? Oh my God! It's just starting. It's not quite come over the precipice of the hill. The moment it does, you'll see sun rays. I'll get out of the way of the camera. Suffolk. Hello, Andy. 10:20 p.m. here. What a gorgeous view. Yeah, it's actually better when it's 7 hours. When it's 8 hours difference, it would have been 11:20. Be getting a bit late. Trouble is, when it's if I get up too early, it's like if I wanted to do a live stream at your time, 8 o'clock in the evening, I'd have to get up about 3 in the morning. Chris, Somerset. Hello, Chris in Somerset. I got a 2016 Mondeo Estate with a boot fault. It depends what the fault is. Sometimes the little switch, the pad that you use to undo it, they can go faulty. The micro switch, they can get faulty. Gurr, good evening to you. Hot enough for you these days? Forget my fear of hell this past week. It's getting hot. It's like averaging 37 degrees every day. Really, woo! That sun is just starting, almost there. I thought this would be a nice touch this morning, just to have that sunrise. A G point. Oh, I can't read that. Daniel, we had rain today in UK. That doesn't surprise me. I wish we had a bit of rain here. It's been a drought here. Almost. It's just about creeping over the top of the mountain. I'm getting blinded looking at it. Fat fingers, I'm jealous. Also at the time here in the UK, I'm half out. Let me just see if my sunglasses help. Every time I look over there now, I'm getting blinded when I look back at the computer. Let's see if this is any better. Probably not. Living the dream. Hello from Surrey, North Wales, blimey. Well, hello over there in North Wales. By the way, the sun is up now. I shall stay out of the way of the screen because it's doing funny things with the lighting. But there it comes. That is your sunrise in Bukidnon, Mindanao. You know, I was getting a little bit bored sitting on the porch doing live streams, so I thought I'd come down here. And as I now know, I can get an internet connection down here. This is so nice to wake up to in the morning. Yep. You know, I come down here. Well, there's lots of places I actually stop at, and oh my God, it's just so relaxing. You can come here early in the morning and just sit here, have a drink or something to eat, and just watch the sun come up. It's so bloody nice. So there you go. Right, I will try not to look at the sun too much because it's absolutely blinding now. Colin, oh yeah, I've already responded to that comment. G Point, it's Sunday here. It's Sunday morning. It's 10 to 6 in the morning. I was up at 4:30 preparing. At 4:30 it was pitch black. I got here at just gone 5 in the morning, put the laptop on the bonnet of the car, connected the phone to the laptop so I've got internet connection, and voila, we're up and running. I just wanted to do this so you can all see the sunrise in Bukidnon. It's like friggin' wow. This is how to wake up in the morning to this. Somebody mentioned on I think it was one of my haters actually. He goes, enjoy it while it lasts. And I thought, you know what, mate, you're right, because it won't last forever. So I am going to make the most of it while it is here. Daniel, we have had rain in UK. Yes. Do you know something? Not this year, but last year, when I came here in April, it was freezing cold and pissing down with rain when I left Heathrow to come over here. And at the end of April, when I left Davao Francisco Airport and came back to Heathrow Airport, it was still freezing cold and pissing down with rain. Horrible. I remember getting out the plane, coming out of the airport, and I was bloody cold. It was like icicles. And especially after you've been in like 35-degree temperatures every day and you go back to England, it's kind of like, whoa, rain and more rain. And then I got onto this road and there was this big sign saying digital roads coming soon. And you know what? I thought to myself, can't I just turn around and go the frig back to where I come from? I don't want to know. I don't want to know about digital roads and all this bullshit. Anyway, let me carry on. Matt, the horizon looks perfect. Yeah, I thought I'd pick this spot. It's not a bad place actually. But that sun is getting really up now. Yeah, I think it's just going to blind us in a minute. Good evening, Mondo. How are you doing? You like the sunrise? You've only got about another 7 hours to wait, or maybe a bit longer. There again, if you've got cloud cover, it's not much point, but over here, it's been like every single morning. I haven't really got a planet at the moment. Every day is like this. But there will come a point over here where it'll be like a lot of rain and it'll just be white out every day. So I'm going to make the most of the sun while it's here. Jack, hello. Hi from Carney, Godmanchester. Well, hello. Blimey, Godmanchester. That's close to me. Was. Steve, when are you back in the UK? Pass. Next question. I have no idea. No idea. Nothing planned at the minute, but I will have to come back at some point to see everybody. So I guess I'll let you know when that happens. Was that the crazy frog? I don't know. Look at that view. They like them. Oh yeah. There's a lot of music going on here. I had a bloody a motorbike with a sidecar come down here a little while earlier with playing Bon Jovi, blaring it out. G Point, why don't you sleep? Oh, I do. I went to bed at 8:30 last night, so I've got plenty of sleep. Oh, thank you very much, Mondo. 50,000 subscribers. I think 49,000 have probably already left. But no, yeah, finally got there. I'm hoping for the 100,000 so I can get the YouTube play button. But I think that's a long way off. Hi, Steve. Good evening to you. Good morning. Just come from Big Clive live stream. Car crash. So this is chilling. Car crash. Daniel, we had rain all day in UK. Yeah. There's sometimes I don't mind the rain, but normally when it's freezing cold and it's been like it for bloody weeks on end, it kind of gets to you, especially when it's cold outside. Auntie Social, hello. Keep up the great content. I love your down-to-earth positivity. Oh, thanks. Hope you take tea in bed when you get... She don't drink tea, nor do I. Even though I did buy a box of yellow label Lipton's tea, I only bought it to try it out. No, do you know what we have? Believe it or not, we have hot chocolate. You buy these little packets of hot chocolate. That's what I have in the morning, a hot chocolate. That's it. I'm not a tea drinker anymore. I used to drink years and years ago. I used to drink a lot of coffee. I stopped that because you start getting heartburn, the shakes and the shits. So then I drank loads and loads of cups of tea. And I mean, I drink a lot of cups of tea. And I think I used to get a lot of headaches. And going back a couple of years now, I stopped drinking the tea. It was either the caffeine in the tea, the milk, or the sugar, because I had one sugar in most teas, and I was getting headaches. So I stopped drinking the tea, and it made it better. So I haven't drunk tea ever since. No, here, Daniel. Been warm and sunny all day. 10:30 p.m. Here, Alan, I'm having a Doom bar or or two and waiting for my Bombay bad boy pot noodle to cool. Nice one. Joey Skip, what's the bottled water like? This is called Nature's Spring. I know that different bottled waters taste differently. There's a slow moving truck. It's all right. It's actually okay, but I chill it in the fridge first. Right, there's a slow moving lorry coming up here. It's only a small one. There we go. They struggle to get up the hill. That was some kind of tanker. Dwayne, how's Ken? Yeah, doing very well. He's probably out feeding the ducks. Willie, hello Willie in Leicester. Have a great Sunday. I hope it's not raining over there. Stephen, hello. Looks amazing there, Alan. Beautiful. Yeah, that's why I come here. It's it really is like a chill out. That's like the jungle down there. That just goes on for ages, and then it goes over to the mountains. So, by the way, you are looking through like a little webcam, so I don't know how good it's going to actually be to look to see. I kind of think that the mobile phone does a much better job. Richard, have you seen any more big bugger snakes? No, that was the only one I've seen recently. In fact, when I went to the Blue Water Caves and I saw this, it was a really, really thin, tiny little snake, and it was off quick. But that one the other day, that's the only snake I've seen. So it was worth seeing. It was interesting. It was good for the video. So luckily, Ken called me over, and luckily I had the camera with me on my phone. So I thought I'd have the camera pointed at it. Can you get pot noodles? Yes, you can. Oh yeah, you can get pot noodles out here. Yeah, they're not the pot noodles that the same brand, but they're different. But I guess it's all the same sort of thing. Peace Poppy, hello. Maybe if you leave and find grace in the rat race, it will be hard to come back to the peace of tranquility. Well, yes. It's how you look at life. Why do they do that on an empty road at 5 in the morning? Seems a bit pointless. You'd be surprised. It's during the week it's busier, but even though on the Sunday there's not this particular piece of road, but a lot of where all these vehicles go, even with the music blaring and the tannoy is going, there's so many people around. They're all waiting for their fish and bread and stuff to be delivered and stuff like that. you know, there's so many people up and about. If I was to go to Quezon town or any town around here, it's just unbelievable how many people are just out and about early in the morning. They're everywhere. There's just it's mind-boggling. I could get up in Huntingdon, England, go down to town, and you'd be lucky if you see one person. Over here, there's thousands all over the place. It's like people over here don't sleep, or they're all up at the crack of dawn. Vivian, some of those vehicles look like Bedford Rascals. There's a there's a lot of Suzukis out here. I don't know what they're called. They're like little Suzuki pickups, and they're obviously a lot of them are modified into little minivans and stuff like that. Yeah, there's thousands of them. Have you tried a pig's head? No. Oh, God. They do eat it. They do eat pigs' heads, but no, it's definitely not for me. Not missing, it's drunk. Are they using CB radios with a PA function? Do you know, a lot of these vehicles that go by with the tannoy blaring off, it's like a pre-recorded tape they've got playing through the tannoy. They're not sat there actually speaking. They've got some kind of pre-recorded tape that they're blaring through the tannoy. I did wonder when I first saw them. I thought, is somebody sat there on a microphone yapping away, or you know, as they're driving along, but they're not. I had a bet first time in years. I won. The horse came in fourth. Oh, wow. See, it's worth doing, isn't it? But it's all a bit of fun, isn't it, on Grand National Day? It's all the fun of it. Marvellous Lara, hello. Gotta try balut for sure. Shout out from Watford. Well, hello over there in Watford. Marvellous Lara. There is a guy who's in Don Carlos town. He actually, Ken sells balut to him, and he does a little grill over there where he cooks the eggs and he puts toppings on them. So at some point we'll probably go over there and we'll watch him or his wife grill the eggs, and so they cook them a bit differently. So and we'll watch him do that, and I'll probably put that on video. And then we'll have a taste test. Peace, Poppy. Hello from Liverpool. Whoa. Steve Greenaway. Hello. Are you missing Monica, Alan? Oh no, we speak occasionally. We have WhatsApp and all that, so we're still in contact. The number of horses has been limited to... Oh, because it used to be about 40, didn't it? It was interesting when there were lots of them, weren't there? When there were about 40 horses. Mind you, a lot of them don't make it round the course, do they? A lot of them fall. All the gorgeous babes turned out to Liverpool today. Whoa. Ronnie, hello. Hope you're well. Are you missing working on cars? To be honest with you, I'm not really. No. I guess I will at some point. The cars I would miss working on would be like Ford Cortinas, because those were the days. Those were the interesting days. Cortinas and Sierras. if I'd have picked a weekday, there'd have been a lot more lorries coming up that road, really laden down, really heavy lorries that have been really going slow. Auntie, only 17 likes and 88 watching. Smash the like button. You know something, Auntie? To do a live, just for me, to do a live stream and have this in with the sun rising at the same time, it's something like, I find this amazing. This is what I like. It's like peaceful and tranquil here. This country is so beautiful. Because where I am in Bukidnon, it's Maramag town is kind of like in a flattish area, but it's completely surrounded by mountains. So every direction you go in, there's mountains. And if you get up early enough and you know where to park yourself, you can sit down and watch this every day, more or less. And even in the evenings, when you get the sunsets, if you know where the sun's going down and you stop at the right location, it's just wow. So it's just so relaxing. The only trouble is, it's hard to find a spot that's quiet. Well, you won't find a spot that's quiet unless you really go out into the fields, because there's so much traffic and noise going on around you wherever you are. Graham, sunrise in 4 minutes at 10:38 or 5:38. Oh, flipping heck. It's 6:08 here now. How is the Tyler doing? Oh, he's doing well. He's doing very well. He's still in bed at the moment. Terry, good night. Oh, you're off to bed. Well, have a great Sunday. Dan, hello. Hope you're well. I have a question. I have a Transit Connect 1.8 TDCi, just been fully serviced, but it seems to jerk under light acceleration. Am I right in thinking it's EGR related? Well, it could be a number of things, to be honest with you. It possibly, I would, if you got a scan tool, it'd be worth checking anyway, see if there's anything in there. Just because the engine light, management light isn't on, don't mean to say there's no codes in it. I'd check for codes. It could be EGR, but if that's the one with the fuel filter on the end of the cylinder head by number 4 cylinder, I've had them before where even the slightest, if the seal isn't perfect or tightened properly, and they get the slightest bit of air, they'll run, but they'll cause problems. So if it's done the jerking ever since the fuel filter's been done, then I'd be looking at that more than anything. Amen, my friend. Amen. You've opened my eyes and made me think. Well, yeah. Keep thinking. So I say, Matt, if you get the opportunity to do something in your life, then go for it. But obviously, make sure don't. I mean, I don't know, but you've got to do it right. You've got to know. I'll shut up. If you take a holiday and you know what you're doing, and you have a great time where you are, and maybe you meet somebody, and you might start thinking to yourself, oh well, maybe I could go and live there. It's a big task, and changing your life it really is scary, because you don't know whether it's going to work or not. And I mean, there's a lot of chance it might not, but you don't know till you try. And as long as you know you can actually go on your scouting mission and have a look and explore, then you can go back home and then you can think about it and would kind of work it out. It takes a lot of planning, to do these things. But even if you just take the holiday, you'll have the memories from that holiday. You don't have to go and live in another country. I guess a lot of people, they'll move to a different land. I know some people who went to Spain. They rented their house out. They moved to Spain for a number of years, and then they came back to England and carried on living back in England. So, it's just doing something with your life. Hasn't got to be permanent. Just do something, because it's getting noisy on the road. The day will come when it'll be too late, and you don't want to have the regret of thinking to yourself, if only I had done this when I had the chance. Because if you don't do nothing and you stay where you are and you're not happy, it's okay if you're happy, but if you're not happy and you stay where you are, you don't want to have that regret. You just want to take that chance and do something. I strongly recommend it. I know we all get caught up in our daily lives, and every day just carries on and on and on. But for me, it came a point where I had to do something. I'm getting older. I didn't want to work forever and not really achieve anything, not see anything. So, but yeah, keep an open mind. That's all I'd say. Tench Carl, hello. Great channel, Alan. If you had 2k to spend on a used car in the UK, what would you buy? I don't think you can get much for 2k in the UK, can you? Do you know what? I really don't know. I don't know what I could buy for £2,000. It wouldn't be much, that's for bloody sure. I have no idea. I would like to say a Cortina, but I should think they're sky high in prices now. What could you buy for £2,000? Bloody hell! Well, I guess it'd be an old Crumbly, that's for sure. Oh, there's a hornet. Get away! The flies are coming out. I really don't know. I'm going to get my swatter in a minute. One moment. No, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll have to think a few days about that one. William, Billy from New Jersey, USA. Hello over there. My God. Well, thanks, William, and have a great day. There you are. I don't know what time it is over there, but there's the sunrise for you. That's a lovely feeling to wake up to. Daniel, hot and sunny here today in Devon. Kenny, hello, Kenny. Kenny, is Tyler planning or staying over there? Must be a cultural shock for him. He's actually adjusted really well. He's doing great. He's got some friends over here now. He goes out. He does this, that, and the other. He's chilled out. Totally cool. So the only question mark is we need to get him into the university, but we're planning on that. So we'll see how that goes. It's still there. It's now BMW mini plant. The last rover to be made there was the 70. Oh, right. Oh, it's a mini place now. Oh, well. Yeah. I kind of miss them days. Back in the 1980s. You may be in the best place with the Iran-Israel war heating up. Yeah. Well, let's face it. If Israel wasn't in the Middle East, they'd all be fighting each other, wouldn't they? But because Israel's there, they're all going to fight Israel. I don't know what the answer to it is. There is no answer, is there? Oh, well, thank you, Matt. That'll buy a bottle of WKD or Smirnoff Ice. I'll have a drink when I'm watching a movie at night. Thank you very much. Antisocial, Alan, you really do need spec savers. I'm actually okay reading this. It's just that the sun's blaring on me at the moment, but I do need to go to the opticians. When I find the opportunity, there's a place in Valencia City. There's a good opticians there, so I'll get my eyes tested. See if they can make me some reading glasses. When the light gets dim and you get small print, I struggle to read it. Fellow tractor, hello. Almost midnight here, and you're again keeping us up. Yeah, hang on a minute. That's what the computer's not too hot. You've got to watch everything out here. If you've got your phone in your hand and you're walking around in the sun, it's like it really heats up quick. Can't you dig a leat out of the farm? Then you won't have to worry about water shortages and droughts. Must be a water source. They have got a deep well, but even that at the moment is getting very low. So it's getting a little bit concerning. It's sort of like it really needs some rain, or I can see even the wells running out. Matt, haters are keyboard warriors. You get used to it. On YouTube, you get used to them. John Lab, there are 2 seasons here in the Philippines, hot and very hot. There's this little fly that keeps attaching itself to my leg. It's getting annoying. Ratro, hello. I know you don't do it anymore, but can you tell me why my 2014 Mark 4.5 Mondale oil level is rising? I don't think I've ever come across oil level rising on one of those cars. And 1 minute. The Mark 5 Mondeos, the oil level rose because it was a different system. The diesel injectors on them cars injected the fuel into the cylinders, but when the DPFs started getting blocked up, the ECU would keep injecting fuel on like the exhaust strokes into the cylinders, so fuel would go past the rings and into the sump and make the oil level rise. But the Mark 4s work on a different system. They have a nozzle in the exhaust downpipe that squirts fuel into the DPF, so it's not squirted into the engine, so that can't make the oil level rise. So the only thing I can think, if you've got oil level rising, is possibly the high pressure fuel pump is leaking fuel out of the pump into the camshaft area and then running down into the sump. Because even if you thought about it, if you had, say you had a dribbling diesel injector, maybe overnight, that when you start it up in the morning, all that excess fuel in the cylinder, you'd get a lot of smoke and it would run like crap to start with. So I don't think it'd be an injector problem. I think more than anything, the chances are it's going to be maybe the high pressure pump has got one of the seals are leaking and the fuel's running out of the high pressure pump and into the camshaft area. That's all I can think. But I've never had a Mark 4.5 with oil level rising. Performance World, looking well, mate. What are the chances of getting a new Mondeo from China? Well, God only knows. There's plenty of MGs from China. In fact, there's lots of MGs you see around here. God only knows what the quality is like, but some of them look pretty nice, to be honest with you. But I kind of don't like the fact that China makes MG cars. It was a British, Morris Garages was British, and they bought the name. Now they make their own cars under the MG name. Mike, what is your son up to? Which he's with you? He's doing pretty much the same as me every day. Not a great deal at the minute, but we're trying to get him into the college. So that will be shortly. So we've got this guy on the motorbike. I don't know if you can hear that. He's got his tannoy going. Daniel, you're nice, man. Cheers. Shades and the shits. Shakes and the shits. Yes. If you drink too much coffee, that's what you'll get. Years and years ago in England, they had lots of banks, proper banks you could walk into, and they'd have counters and all that. And you'd go up to the teller and withdraw money or make a deposit or something. And then they all closed down and they all made them into trendy wine bars. And then they all shut down and now they're all bloody coffee shops. You've got like Costa Coffee and Starbucks and everyone's drinking coffee, overpriced coffee, by the way. But I used to drink a lot of coffee, but it wasn't in these shops. It was like Maxwell House or Nescafe you buy out of Tesco's or somewhere like that. And I'd drink a lot of coffee and smoke cigarettes. And after you drunk so much, you get heartburn, you get bloody, your hands can shake like that. It wasn't good, all that coffee. And obviously the shits. But once I stopped drinking coffee, perfect, no problem after that. Helen, you said you had haters. Do you get people giving you grief? Oh, well, it's like most people on YouTube. You'll always get people that will either directly insult you or they will try to demean you in some kind of way. There's a lot of people that all I can think is they probably sit in their bedroom behind their keyboards watching video after video, and maybe their life isn't that good. Maybe they've fucked their lives up and it's too late for them to do anything, and they probably get annoyed watching other people. So they want to bring you down to their level. But you know, you can't help these people. That's the way they are. That's what they are. So, I mean, it takes all kinds to make a world. But once you've been on YouTube long enough, you get used to them. Most of them some of them you keep just for the entertainment purposes, but a lot of them, they're just a waste of time. You just block them because it's just not worth having them. They've got nothing good to bring to the table. You know, they're not productive in any kind of way. They're just full of hate and malice, you know. So what's the point of having people like that around you? Haswhite, hello. Mini Mondeos, no, zero. I've seen some Ford Focuses though. If I ever do get to see a Mondeo out here, I will film it, believe me. Okay, can't beat a pot of Yorkshire Gold tea, spare 20 minutes, and an Eccles cake or a slice of farmhouse cake. Could be anywhere in the world and it would hit the same, yeah. I used to like drinking tea, but after I got the headaches, I just stopped. But I have to say, when I had that cup of Lipton's yellow label tea last week, it was kind of nice. Free trade, hello. Frimley in Surrey. Well, hello to you. Mabuhay. Welcome. While you were watching the slow truck, a crazy speaking bicycle flew past downhill at what looked like 70. Most of the vehicles out here, even the motorbikes, I wouldn't say they're going that fast. You get a few. I think most of the vehicles that travel really fast are the pickup trucks, but most of the motorbikes and most of the bikes out here are like between 100 and 150 cc, like this one here, and none of them are really going that fast. I don't think. Oh, so I see a lot of motorbikes, and they take the school kids to school. Like you get schoolgirls that are sitting side saddle on the motorbikes. You know, sometimes 2-3 up on their way to school in the mornings. But most vehicles I see are going pretty slow. Dave, that's a bit of a change of scenery, yeah. It's I just had this bright idea last night. Hey, why don't we go down to the wall down the road, have a live stream and watch the sunrise? So I was here before the sun had risen. It's behind the mountains, but now it's actually nicely up. Can you move in front of the big ball of light? My OLED TV will get screen burn. Yeah, that's better. Hello. Yeah, it's getting a little bit now. Darren. Hi, Darren from Dublin. Hello, Darren in Dublin. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Reese, Rise. Yes, doing well. Hope you're doing well too. Dwayne. Some of these motorbikes, they take the baffles out and they're as noisy as hell. I've still got your old plates. Meg 828p. Bloody hell. It's 828p. It's Meg 828p should be. Mark III Cortina. Best Cortina I ever had. Balut on the grill is probably no different to pickled egg we get here in the UK. It's probably a bit more chewy though, isn't it? I'm going to go and see how he does it anyway, because there's different ways you can cook it. So here, Ken will just boil it, and then you'll take the shell off and then just eat it. So I guess it'll be interesting to see the different ways they cook it. RF Shortwaves, hello. Hello, buddy from Surrey. Well, hello, RF Shortwaves in Surrey. Have a good one. Kay, treat Ken to a pickled egg. That there's more eggs over there in that bloody place, and you can flipping shake a stick at. you get tired of eating eggs, believe me. Daniel, well, thank you, Daniel. CH, what's an easy way to separate a lower control ball joint without special tools? It's called a big hammer. You put the nut back on the threaded part a little bit. Once you've taken the nut off the end of the ball joint, put the nut back on a number of threads, and then get a big hammer and hit not the nut but the arm bit. Hit the arm with a hammer really hard. Sometimes you can, if you've got a long lever bar, you can have somebody put a lever bar between the frame and the arm and put some pressure down on the arm, and someone else hit the bloody arm right where the ball joint is. And if you miss the ball joint and hit the threads, you'll probably hit the nut, so you might bend it. But that's the way I do it. Big hammer, and that will shock it free. Okay. Large pry-by or scaffold pole on the sake of 20 quid. Just get a ball joint tool. What is the time? It's 6:34. I'm going out today to a freshwater spring, which is pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So this could be interesting. So I'm going to head off shortly, and I'm getting a little bit warm now. It's kind of like... DJ, this is third week on trot I've tuned in, but this week I'm very poorly and I can't take the task of thinking. Oh yeah, well, if you got the flu or something like that, I know only too well. Not very nice at all. I would, however, suggest, I know you've got all your flu remedies out there, but try drinking some pineapple juice. Pineapple juice seems to be very good at a lot of cures. When I had the flu once, I took pineapple juice, and it was like, I actually enjoyed it. There was nothing else I could drink. Yes, and you have a great weekend yourself. Danilo, hello. Doing something is better than nothing. Planning a 3-day motorbike tour next week around Mindanao. That sounds fantastic. If you're in Mindanao, you'll know only too well that... Get away! That getting on a motorbike out here, it's just... Oh... It's not like England. You're just free out here on a bike, with the air blowing on you. It's everywhere you go, you've got beautiful scenery. It's just awesome, absolutely awesome. So yeah, sounds great. And I've got this bloody fly, won't piss off. Big respect to you, Alan, for making the move. Wish I'd done it years ago. Don't bother coming back to Europe. See you in Bohol late June from an expat. Whoa, sounds good. Yeah, meet up and have a drink. Your advice is spot on. I have lived in many places and seen silly men thinking with their meat and veg rather than their heads. No, you've got to you've got to think what you're doing. I mean, if you don't think what you're doing, it's going to be a bit of a mess, isn't it? Terry, tell the 2K car buyer to look for a Fiat Panda. Blimey, I remember them. CH, I've already bust my cheap Chinese splitter. It's well stuck on. Well, if you get I suggest getting a long bar. Longer the better. Remember Archimedes? Get a long bar, put it between the subframe and on the bottom of the arm, push the arm down, and get somebody else. We'll get somebody to hold the bar pressure on it. Get a nice big hammer, and make sure the handle's made of a nice piece of hickory, and then whack the bottom arm right where the ball joint taper bit goes through. Give it some good whacks, and that will shock it free. Paul, how do you find the Filipinos' timekeeping? Come back tomorrow and I'll answer that for you. It's actually not as bad as they say. It's not that I've had that many experience of timekeeping, but the people I've come across where you need something done, it's been pretty quick actually, I must say. So no, it's been all right. Terry or a Kia Picanto. We had them at work as company cars. Unloved, bashed, and generally just abused. Miles racked on. Never ever let us down. We have the Rios now, and they are rubbish compared. CH brute force with a large pry bar. Failing that, take a single grinder to it and replace the whole wishbone. Yeah, well, I've done that before. I find it easier and cheaper and less hassle. I just replace, yeah. A lot of wishbones anyway are quite cheap. Just buy the whole bloody thing. The only trouble is a lot of the wishbones you buy these days, they're pretty cheap, and they're also not made of the best materials. They don't tend to last that long. But if you just want to get the job done, then that's a way of doing it. Yeah, I might have to do that. I was thinking about prying it off the drive shaft. Keegan, hello. Good morning. What's the crack? Did you get your license sorted yet? Do you mean the ACR card or driving license? I haven't got my ACR card yet. It's all paid for. I'm going there Monday or Tuesday to Dabo. So a couple more days I'll have the card, and then I can go to the LTO office and get an application for a driving license. So still haven't got the driving one yet, but next week, well, this week. We had that. We'll also advise CH. Right, I think we're getting to the end of the stream, and it's getting pretty damn hot now. The sun is well and truly up. I just wanted to make this live stream so you can all see the sunrise early in the morning here in Bukidnon, how beautiful it is. So you and Ken lived in Hong Kong. No, Ken lived in Hong Kong. I didn't. I've never been to Hong Kong. Ken used to work in Hong Kong. I would love her to do a video on her life there. Well, she's back here now, so she's back in her home country. Well, she lives here in Marramag, Bukidnon, but she used to work in Hong Kong. Mark, shout out from the UK. Well, thank you, Mark. We'll shout out to you as well. Have a great Sunday. Morning from Phuket, Thailand. Well, hello, Andrew. Hickory handles, snap-on hammer. Yeah, I know it's not so much the the actual what it's made of. It's the feeling of holding that piece of hickory. I don't like the plastic handles. Lisa and Andy, how are you doing? Just joined now. Love the beautiful sun. Yes, oh, you missed the sunrise. Mind you, you can play it back, I guess. We watched the sunrise from when it is below the mountain. So it's just an awesome sight. It's better to actually be here. And I got this wall to stand on. This is how I done my selfie last night. Like that. Ta-ra! That's how I got the thumbnail for the video. Escaped the UK in '92, moved to Germany, and now can't wait to move to Philippines. Marcus, don't need an application for a driving license. Just go to the LTO and exchange your UK license. Yeah, I've got the whole experience of all that coming in the next few days. Dwayne, have a great one, mate. All the best to you. Catch up on the next one. Yeah, you too, Dwayne. Have a great day. Stunning view, yes. Yes, it doesn't get much better. No ocean here, by the way, just mountains and jungle, but it's very nice. Right, I'm going to call time on the live stream now because I'm starting to sweat like whoa, it's getting warm. So have a fantastic day, everybody, and thank you everybody that's joined in the live stream. Once again, I just wanted to pull the live stream here, which is just like 3 minutes down the road, and we've got this beautiful jungle and the mountains behind me, and I know exactly where the sun rises because I've been here enough times. So I thought I'd share it with everybody. And there's all the jungle below me. There's the stones you can sit on, and then it goes off to the distance. And there is the road. That's the old road going towards Davao City, and that way goes up to Maramag town. But everywhere you go around here, it's just fantastic scenery. So that's it. The sun is well and truly up now. Well, that is my Sunday morning, and in your case, Saturday night live stream over. The sunrise live stream. So once again, thank you everybody who joined in on the live stream. It's much appreciated. I'm going to get on now. I've got to go to this stream, wherever it is. I forget the name of it. So I've got an interesting day ahead. So thank you everybody. Have a good one out there. Have a great weekend, everyone. And I'll see you all in the next one. See you later.